Hello everybody, welcome to the channel. Today we are going to do a what sold video. What's selling on eBay within the past week or so about. And I don't know, when I said that, I just thought, I've been thinking about cross-listing lately, maybe expanding a little bit. Have any of y'all cross-listed? Do you have success? I only tried to do Etsy for a hot minute and I didn't really get into it. It was a really slow moving process, and I think I only sold like one item on Etsy and I kind of gave up on it. I really wanted to focus on eBay because it seems like the best platform as far as the biggest audience and everything like that. So if any of y'all have cross posted and you think it's really worth your while, let me know because I'm kind of thinking about that right now. Anywho, so today we have a cute cup. I'm going to share my cup of the day. Look how cute this is. Aw. This is actually a vintage Hallmark cup. I don't know what year it's from, but it does say it's made in Japan, so it's got to be old. And look how cute. The back says, "Keep a smile on your mug." Oh my gosh, how cute. A smile on your mug, like mug, but mug. Anywho, just drinking some iced coffee actually in my little mug here. Yummy. So, anywho, I am Jules, Gypsy Jules, the full time flipper, the single mama, the one woman show, and this is what I do for a living, guys. I sell stuff on eBay. And if you want to know some of the stuff I sell, just keep watching because we're going to do some what solds today, guys. All right, let's get into it. Let's go. All right, guys, first item up is a bit of an obscure item. I found this at an estate sale and it was only a couple bucks. I thought it's a mid-century, a nativity scene, and it's die cut, and I figured this might do well, so picked it up, and sure enough there's only a couple others online and they seem to do well, so I priced mine accordingly. Here it sold for $35 plus shipping. I did take an offer. I had it at 44, but yeah, 35, and I only had a couple bucks into it, like I said. And this thing was really big. As you can see here, I actually took the time to put it all together to make sure all the pieces were there, and it was really neat. Once it was all together, check it out, guys. All the cutouts are really well done. They looked nice, as you can see here, Mary and Joseph and baby Jesus. I think it only took maybe a month to sell about. Okay, we have some uranium glass. I've talked before about uranium glass. I usually always pick it up if I find it for a good deal. This was cool. I did pay up a little bit for this. I remember. I believe I paid $10 for this, and that is paying up for me because I usually don't spend a lot of money on anything unless I'm going to get a big profit. It was really cool, but once I got it home, I noticed that it looked like whoever owned it back in the day made lemonade and such, because it looked like the spoon from like stirring lemonade or iced tea, it scraped the edges. And of course, that affects the value some. You got to mention that. And it wasn't horrible, but it was noticeable. And I stated that in the listing. Still did good. It sold for 34 plus shipping. A flip nonetheless, even though I paid up a little for it. I'll take it, guys. I'll take it. All right, coffee break. Oh, how long did that take to sell? Probably maybe 2 to 3 weeks. Not too bad. Ooh, this was really pretty. Vintage footed wooden jewelry box. This I actually found at a thrift store nearby, and they only wanted like $3 or $4 for it, and I scooped it right up. I'm like, oh yeah, that's nice. The inside, I'll show you, looked pretty good. It had a few, funky things going on with it, but for the most part, it looked pretty good. And the outside looked really good, and it actually had a sticker on the bottom and everything there, made in Japan. So this sold for $28 plus shipping. Really pretty jewelry box. Oh wow, check out this necklace, guys. Holy crap, this is a Halloween one, right? When I got this, it was during the summer at a rummage sale and it was priced up, I remember. But it had its box, it had its little baggie, and all the, what's that saying? Wow, I cannot think of it right now. All the shoots, why am I trying to say shoots and ladders? Okay, all the something and whistles. The something and whistles. Oh my gosh, I'll edit it in after I freaking do my video.
Hit it, Joe!
Wow. Okay. But anywho, Kirk's Folly jewelry. A lot of you probably know it's pretty good jewelry. Most of the time it sells well if you can get it at a good price. This, I did pay up a little for it, knowing that it would sell for a bit more. I forget what I paid for it. I might have paid like $15 to $20 for it. Maybe a little much, but it sold for 55 plus shipping. I did take an offer. So Kirk's Folly can do well. A lot of the jewelry they make is very whimsical, kind of a little gaudy, I guess you could say. I don't know, a lot of it's cute though, not all of it's gaudy, but it's very embellished. And they used to sell it on QVC. They might still, I don't really know. And here's what the signature looks like. This was the box. And as you can see on the actual item, it looked very similar. So it's kind of hard to see what it says. You can tell it's like really cursive-y, Kirk's Folly. Definitely a really good jewelry name to be on the lookout for out there. If you find any of this, it can sell really well and for quite a bit. So good sale, Kirk's Folly Sugar Skull necklace, 55 plus shipping. I just remembered the saying I was trying to think of earlier, bells and whistles. Yeah. Oh, my brain, sometimes it doesn't like, it takes a while to process, and that's okay. We accept me and we accept you if you have the same issue. Some people have these issues, and if you do, cheers. We're cool still. So I usually don't pick up this kind of stuff, but I found it at a good price, I believe at a thrift store. Glade Automatic Spray Diffuser Kit, 3 refills, Golden Pumpkin Spice. I just knew someone eventually would want this. I think I've had it in my shop for at least like 5 months. I don't know. It's been in there a while. But hey, 'tis the season, right? And I'm sure that's why it's selling right now, which is cool. And guess what? Someone bought it international and they're actually paying up for this. I was shocked. So, whatever country they're in, which I'm not sure, maybe they just don't have it available there, or I don't know. I really don't know. But anywho, it sold for $22 plus shipping. So, not bad. New in box. Yeah, it's cool to find new in box stuff, but it's just not a common thing I find in my area. And I kind of veer towards vintage things anyhow, so just not a common thing. If I find it and I know I can make a profit, most likely I'm going to grab it. Oh, this was really cool. Lord of the Rings mini backpack bag light up Gandalf. Oh my gosh, yeah, this thing lit up, guys. It was really cool. I'll show you a picture here. See that? Yeah, that's pretty cool, right? I really like this bag. I actually found this at Goodwill. I have went into Goodwill a couple times lately, guys. It's not my usual stomping ground, but I've been finding things here and there. So, gotta stop in every once in a while, check things out. And I did pay up for this. Wow. I'm just noticing I've been selling a lot of things that I've paid up a little for. Interesting observation I'm having now. Yes, I paid $20 for this. That's what they wanted at Goodwill. And I sat there and looked it up and everything. I'm like, I guess it's a good enough flip that I'll just grab it for $20, even though I don't like to pay that much. But I did. And it sold for 55 plus shipping. So, cool backpack, was like new, barely used, in great condition, lit up the whole shebang. Sold within like 2 weeks, guys. So great sale. All right, guys, I'm still selling rosaries. Yep, still on it. This has really beautiful beads on it. Check it out, guys. They kind of look like what they call wedding cake beads, but I don't know really what they were. Valerium, pink valerium. Is that how you say that? Valerium? I don't know. Maybe I found something like that. If any of y'all know, you can tell me, but I don't know what kind of beads those are. But whatever they were glass and they were really pretty. And I also sold another rosary. Oh, yeah. And I don't remember how much I paid for the first one or this one, really. I usually only pay a couple bucks for rosaries, maybe 5 at the most, depending. And this one sold for $18 plus shipping. I've had this one a while, though. This one sat for longer. A little more of a basic, look to it, but still nice, still old. Okay, next one is a recipe box. I always pick these up. If they have recipes in them, always pick them up because people want the recipes. They think it's fun to like look through, grandma's old recipes and see if they can find anything fun to make. So yes, that's actually a thing. People like to do that, and it does seem kind of fun if you're into cooking and baking, just finding old recipes stashed in a box. It's kind of like treasure hunting, kind of like what resellers do. So very cool. And the box for this was pretty cool looking. Vintage recipe wood, wooden box, farmhouse, food recipes, clippings, cards, country cook is what I put. Yeah, and I like to put all the recipes like kind of laid out in the front there so they can see it's got a lot of recipes in there. I believe I only paid a couple bucks for this at my local thrift store and it sold for $22 plus shipping. Not bad. Ooh, this was a really nice belt. Lucky Brand woman's leather embroidered belt. I do really like to pick up belts because most of the time they're priced well. They can sell for more. A lot of them are more bread and butter, but either way, they're small, easy to ship. So I tend to look for belts. And I love Lucky Brand, but it doesn't usually sell the greatest. It takes time, just the way it is. So this belt was really cool, but I've had it for a while, guys. Either way, it eventually sold for $22 plus shipping. Oh, I lied. That okay, never mind, I lied. That was what I was asking for. But it sold for 1980 plus shipping. So I'm assuming I sent an offer and that's how it sold. So good sale there. 1980 plus shipping. Oh, these cups didn't take long to sell. Vintage coffee travel mugs with lid and base. Retro 70s plastic camping mug. They were really cool. They had a little bit of scratchies, a little bit of wear, but they were old. I remember actually my mom and I were at an estate sale and I found these down in the basement covered with dust. And I'm like, ooh, these look like they might be good. And my mom was like, really? I could tell my mom was questioning my picking skills then. But I thought, hey, there's three of them, okay? They have the little tops, the bottom base thingies. They're cool, they're retro looking and they were like 50 cents a piece. I think I paid for these. I knew I could flip these bad boys. I knew it. And sure enough, they sold $24 plus shipping, not a bad profit. And I think they sold within like a month, so definitely not bad, guys. Don't disregard the dusty stuff in the basement. Ooh, this is a really cool Bakelite bracelet, guys. Look at this. Vintage Bakelite stretch bracelet. Green chunky mod retro avocado large beaded beads. Yeah, unfortunately, this was super cool, but on the inside of some of the beads, there was like slight cracking. And of course, I had to note that. And because of the condition, I sold it cheap. Let's see. I eventually sold it for $17 plus shipping. I took an offer because it sat forever. I believe just because of the cracking, because it's a really cool bracelet and Bakelite and green too. I thought it would do a little better than that, even with the cracking, because the inside is where you could see it, not on the outside. But I'm assuming that maybe compromises the beads. So, because of that, I sold it for 17 plus shipping. But still, I'm happy someone bought it. Forget where I got this. I think it was a while ago on one of those Goodwill grab bags. I haven't gotten one in so long. Yeah, so it was definitely a while ago. Ooh, another jewelry item here. Very cool. Vintage 1928 matching set earrings, necklace, bracelet, floral locket dainty. Yeah, this was really pretty. Everything was so small though. I actually questioned if it was meant for a child for a while, but there's pierced earrings, so I thought it was meant for a little girl. Not a lot of little girls have pierced ears. So just a dainty, cute little set, but look at everything included here. The original box, really cool. And it sold for $28.99 plus shipping. I only had it for a couple weeks, if that, so definitely a good sale. Oh, and I found this at my local thrift store. I think I only paid like $2 for it, so definitely good sale. Oh, I finally found, guys, a good calculator. I always hear how you can find good calculators that can flip for a good profit, but I have never found one. This one was one of them. Texas Instruments TI-89 graphing calculator. Yeah, so some calculators can go for even more, but for me, this is good. This sold for 37 plus shipping. I was really excited because I think I only paid like 50 cents for this. I believe I found this at an estate sale, if I remember correctly. And I just thought, oh, this might be a good one because it was kind of big and bulky. And I looked it up, and sure enough, I seen, oh, yeah, this is one of them that sells for a higher profit. So nice to finally find a profitable calculator. And it did take a few months to sell, though. I think I had it up a little higher, like in the 40s, and then I adjusted that. And once I brought it down to 37, it sold. So yeah, pricing things can be hard. It's a learning curve. If you have something like a calculator that maybe there's a lot of other ones online, you got to be careful with that because people tend to want the best deal they can get, obviously. So if you have yours up there higher than everyone else's, it's just going to sit forever. It's a learning process, I tell you. But anyhow, it sold and woohoo, yay. Ooh, this was one of the items I found in a bag of Barbie clothes I got. It had some of these little Vogue dresses too. Vintage Vogue Ginny doll's dress. Lucy tag teal white rare. So this was like this big. Seriously, it's like smaller than a Barbie dress. It's tiny. And it did have a tag right here. You can see Vogue Dolls Inc. And yeah, there are quite a few collectors that are on the hunt for these Vogue dresses and such, dolls too, probably, but how Barbie collectors are really after the old clothes. I think it's the same with these Vogue dolls. It's a little more obscure, but definitely something to keep an eye out for. If you ever find doll clothing and it has a tag, look it up, look into it. $24, really good sale, and it was in the bag with other Barbie stuff that I've already sold, so it's pretty much pure profit at this point. Oh my gosh, guys, check this out. This is so cute. This pig. Okay, where did I find him? I forget. Vintage plastic small piggy bank flower power side eye. I put side eye. Look at this guy. I couldn't decide if he was cute or kind of weird looking. I kept like thinking, I don't know. Is someone gonna want this? I mean, look at the front view, guys. Look at him. He has this like weird side eye thing going on, but it's also cute. So anyhow, I picked him up. I believe it was an estate sale, and I didn't pay but a couple bucks for him. Thankfully, because he only sold for 9.10 plus shipping, but he was tiny too, tiny little plastic guy. I hope they like it because I could see someone being like, "Whoa, what's up with his face?" But I thought it was so cute. So he's off to his new home. I hope they take good care of him. Ooh, this elephant was really cool. Vintage ceramic polka dot elephant planter. Yeah, look at this guy. He was really nice. And he had like a monkey on his back. Check it out. Look at that little monkey on his back. I like the way he was like standing on his hind feet and he's got like his front feet up and his trunk up. It was really cool. So I did find him at an estate sale and I forget how much I paid for him, but hopefully not a lot because he only sold for $17 plus shipping. I ended up taking an offer. He was really cute, but I don't think he had like a brand or anything on him. Some of these planters, these vintage planters like this are adorable, but they usually don't sell for that much. Either way, super cute. Glad to see him sell. He's going out. All right, guys, old Christmas items, just like old anything, old Halloween, old Christmas, they can do well. Vintage MCM, Christmas small buck deer lot, 3 plastic reindeer from Hong Kong they were. Yeah, and these were just little tiny plastic deer and they did not even look that good. They had like paint faded off of them. Here's a close up, you can see. But I knew some things like this can do well. I found these in like an old bag somewhere at a thrift store for a couple bucks. And they sold for $17 plus shipping. I believe I've had them posted for about 4 or 5 months, I think. Yeah, so they took a while, but 17 plus shipping, not bad. Okay, so the other day I was at, I believe, Greenstein Thrift, and I found this cute pillow. I could not resist. It was homemade, vintage. I think they only had a couple bucks on it. I did not pay much for it at all. Vintage Halloween witch throw pillow, stuffed moon spider handmade. Look at how cute, guys. Aw. Of course, I almost wanted to keep it, but I did not. Okay, so paid a couple bucks, sold for $19 plus shipping. All right, guys, that's all I have for today. I'm getting ready actually to go to an estate sale at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, which is a little more rare, but we'll see how it goes. I'll let you guys know. So if you made it this far, thank you so much. I do appreciate each and every one of you. Everyone that comments, likes, subscribes, I appreciate you. It helps my channel grow. So thumbs up if you're cool and you want to help a channel grow. So anywho, yes, I hope you all have been doing good sourcing. Fourth quarter on the brink here. Everything's going to start selling like hotcakes. So definitely good thing. I'm excited. I hope you guys are pumped too. I'm going to go get some of my orders packaged, get some work done here. So thank you all again. And as always, happy hunting. Toodaloo.